Hello, I am Joe McDonald and this is Big Mac's Battle Blog. So this is just going to be a quick little unboxing video about which I'm very happy. So surprise supplies, my volunteers Matlow and Stanislav and the team in England sent me a bunch of good stuff, some of which I've asked for, some of which they've just sort of found and sent to me, and I'm going to show it you now. I also got some stuff sent to me by my friend Liam, yeah, thank you very much for that. So in this classic tool roll we have a load of bronze, aluminium and titanium non-sparking tools, which are very good for working around explosives and things that might explode. So really nice, really sexy. If you're not into tools, probably doesn't mean that much to you, but if you are, and especially if you're an EOD tech or you've worked down the mines, you get how nice it has to have a quality set of things like this. And there's more coming, so awesome. In this box here, which is probably going to be the least visually interesting but is the most dynamically, explosively exciting, we have a bunch of components like these micro switches and all these tiny little reels of transistors and timers that are for making devices that we use in our fight to bring peace to Ukraine through drone warfare. So, good stuff. There's enough in there for about 2,500 devices altogether. Excellent. Make Peter go boom. Got an alternator here, which is the first bit to provide like a backup power source for my, or part of the backup power source system for my drone jammer that's on its way. It's going to Kyiv first to be reviewed by a charity that might be getting those guys in the UK to supply more of them. I'm sure they will, because they're super good and super high quality at the build. Bloody hell, where's that other thing gone? Got some more of we have ways of making your talk, Dr. Jones. Like magnifying spectacles for soldering up things when you're making devices. Very useful. Nice little gold-plated pistolero screwdriver. Very cool, very nice to have as well. Lovely set of screwdrivers. Never have enough screwdrivers because they do get used as chisels and pry bars. And these are nice magnetised ones as well, so that's very nice as well. Little tiny metal tins for keeping little tiny components in, like for making the devices, and also stuff that we remove from munitions that the Russians shoot us, you know. So it's really good not to keep explosive things in plastic containers because static electricity is a factor. It's always good to have them in a container that naturally earths itself. So good stuff. Also, I have been asked to go to a country in Europe relatively soon and do a talk about being a soldier over here, and one of the topics is going to be leadership. I've never really been much of a leader here, but I've got quite a lot of experience about the difference between good leaders and bad leaders in a situation like this. So I'll be talking about that. And back when I was in the Legion, one day, a very cool leader and a not so cool leader, being Zelensky, who's cool, and Boris Johnson, who I don't think is, were in Kyiv, and they needed 4 British people who happened to be with the last couple of British guys. There were 1 or 2 more, and it's a shame they didn't get invited as well. But anyway, yeah, they needed some British people to go to Kyiv in uniform and shake hands with Boris Johnson. So the government took us up there, and we got like a government-sponsored drinking trip in Kyiv because they cancelled us meeting the President Prime Minister at the time. But I did get this, which is a Presidential Award for Military Service to Ukraine medal. So when I go to this unspecified European country to speak in a relatively short amount of time, I will have that on my chest along with the two other medals I hold. One is the just veteran of combat operations medal, and the other one is the for dignity and courage, which is like a cumulative bravery and good service award. It's not for any one specific event. So nice to have it back as well. It's been stuck in a friend's attic back in Britain since I left England to come back to Ukraine back in the start of 23. So yeah, so it's nice to have that back. And also I have received my birthday present. Oh, I forgot. Also got a great big pin wrench, which is going to be very useful for removing the bottom of artillery shells. And some batteries that will be good for for going in my thermal sight and the night visions and stuff like that. But now we're gonna do a costume change. Oh. And I treated myself to this sartorial bit of magnificence, a real sheepskin with a double collar, actually got leatherized sheepskin, buffed sheepskin, so it's more water repellent. And yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. I was cold and miserable last winter, and I am not going to be cold and miserable this winter. So this was my birthday present to myself, and it's come all the way from the USA. So took a while to get here, but just as it's got cold and miserable, it's turned up. So I'm going to go out and give one sock a nice walk in wearing this now, and be all happy that I'm toasty and warm. Anyway, just a quick little unboxing video. Thank you to Surprise Supplies and my mate Liam and Matlow and Stanislav. Thank you all very much. Thank you to you guys who donate money, because you've helped me like pay for the components and stuff that have been sent there. And yeah, one last thing. I have 11,000 something subscribers. There's about 5 to 6 to 7,000 of you who seem to watch pretty much every video I make. Some people are very, very generous with the donations. Some people are consistent with small amounts. But now the channel's built up a bit, I would like to ask something. If everyone who watches my videos, who is a consistent viewer of the channel and supports my work here in Ukraine, if you all send me just $5, pounds, euros a month, and even if the people who send big amounts, if they just stop doing that, and you all the people who consistently watch the videos send a $5 a month, then my battalion, my unit is not going to want for anything. We'll be able to buy more drones. We'll be able to make the drones go better. We'll be able to keep the vehicles on the road. We'll be able to have everything we need, basically. Night visions, thermal sights, etc, etc. And obviously, I don't want the people who send me 200 quid or 300 quid a month to stop doing that and send me a $5. But if you can all manage that, if you can all manage a $5 a month, then Kherson and this little bit of the front in Ukraine and my battalion, the 196, and with that much money, the whole brigade is going to really benefit from it. So just give it a thought, you know. Anyway, thank you very much. It's goodbye from me, Joe McDonald at Big Mac's Battle Blog. One sock's asleep, so I'm not going to wake him up right now. Expect in a minute when I take him for a walk. And as always, double E, since I missed it last time, to our pro-Russian and Vatnik listeners. Idina Hoyzalupa.